What's going on, y'all? So Gucci Mane LaFleur, Gucci has just stirred up the nation, stirred up the world with his comments regarding Eminem. So he was at a radio station. What radio station was this? I know it's the one with the brat up there. It was the Ricky Smiley show. Yeah, the Ricky Smiley show. And so, the interviewer asked him, how would he feel if, what would he say if he said that Eminem was the king of rap? And Gucci said, you got to come up with a better name than that. And he says that he don't ride around in his car bumping Eminem. He asked the interviewer, do you? He said, when he drops something new, I listen to it. So he said, you be sliding around with your lady listening to Eminem, bumping Eminem, just straight metaphors? And people are upset. Like, first of all, Eminem fans, Eminem got some of the most sensitive fans I've ever seen in the world. You say you don't listen to Eminem, they ready to fight you. They ready to cry in the car. They ready to have a whole brawl with you because you don't like their favorite rapper or you don't find his content appealing. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, Gucci Mane he's just really confirmed what I've been saying for a very long time, that most black people in the hood do not bump Eminem. They don't. They'll tell you he's the GOAT. They'll tell you he's one of the greatest to ever do it, but they'll say it just because they fear criticism from everyone else. They don't want to be outside of the majority. They don't want to say that they don't listen to it. They never really got into it. So they'll just tell you he's one of the greatest rappers alive and cannot repeat 3 verses from that man. If he's the greatest rapper alive, in your opinion, you can name 3 verses. You can spit them verbatim. And I know people that say Wayne is the greatest, Jay-Z is the greatest, and they can spit these verses clean, clear. And I know most black people in the hood that say that, they cannot do it. Now, I'm not saying that black people don't listen to Eminem. I know that black people come in all shapes, sizes, with different interests, different cultures, different backgrounds. I'm saying that the people that I grew up with in the hood did not listen to it. And all right. Me personally, I'm going to start off with me, right? I grew up in the hood of Southside Chicago, Illinois. Now, I'm very cultured. I listen to all different type of hip-hop. I listen to conscious rap. I listen to trap rap. I listen to, lyrical rap. So I appreciate all aspects of hip-hop in general, right? Eminem is a lyricist. Always has been. The content that he creates or he produces under the Slim Shady persona has never been for me. It's never been attractive, or it's never appealed to me at all. Like, I don't identify with that content about him killing and raping his mama and his wife and throwing them in the trunk and taking their guts out their stomach. Like, that's just not that gore type of rap. That's not for me. I've never found it interesting. I never said, wow, this is really cool. He's talking about killing his mama. Like, I've never wanted to do harm to my mama at all. I've never wanted to kill her. I never wanted to do none of that. I never wanted to kill my girlfriend, rape my girlfriend. Like, that type of stuff is too left field for me. I understand he's a great lyricist. I've select nice amount of songs from him. I've said this before in all these other videos. So I don't want people to say, I'm being overdoing the Eminem topic. I brought it up because it's a hot topic right now, and Gucci Mane talked about it. Me personally, it's just never been for me. I've liked several songs from him. I've even liked Cleaning Out My Closet, and I've even liked Lose Yourself and songs like that. But I'm just saying, overall, the way his content, and I know that's not the only thing he raps about, so don't come in the comment section. And he raps about more than that. I know that. But it's just never been for me. Most of my homies, because I have friends from all walks of life. I have friends who were street dudes. I have friends that were school guys that were straight into school, that just lived in the hood like me. I have friends that were into alternative music, rock and roll, that were into metal. I have friends that were into what's considered, I guess, emo. And most of the people that listen to Eminem or that live by him religiously or swear by him are people that are into alternative type of music outside of hip hop, rock, punk rock, or some of them may be into goth type things. Like, so I'm just saying, most people in the hoods of the South Side of Chicago, you never gonna hear him being bumped around here unless he's featured on an artist like a song with an artist like 50 Cent. Like, everybody can recite that Patiently Waiting verse, which was spectacular, phenomenal by Eminem, might I add. The best verse on the song, period. Probably my best verse from him, honestly. And again, I'm not even a huge avid listener, or I don't seek his music out like that. But yeah, like unless it's on a song with 50 Cent, the Drake Forever verse, or the Love the Way You Lie with Rihanna or something like that. People in the hood, it's just of the South Side of Chicago, not riding around here just bumping Eminem up and down. And again, black people will try to act. Most black people in the hood, and I'm talking about people that I grew up with, will say out their mouth, and I know them because I know them personally, will say I fool with Eminem. He the GOAT. And I say, what's your favorite verses from him? They cannot do it. So they're only saying that because they're afraid of criticism. And then, so this is what my thing too. When Gucci says that, people are referencing, who are you, Gucci? He got the number. Eminem got the best selling. He the best selling rapper of all time. What does that have to do with the fact that people in the hood don't really bump Eminem like that? First of all, we know black people do not make up majority of these album sales for these artists. They don't. Other demographics really buy these albums. So that explains why Eminem sells the way he does. Like, I'm just being honest with you. That explains why he sells the way he does. Because if it was solely based up to black people in the hood and stuff like that, Eminem would not have the best selling rap album of all time. And it's not, I'm not mad about the fact that he's doing it because he's white. I don't care. If you can rap, and you got content I like it. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you flowing and I fool with it, I fool with it. I just don't fool with that type of content. It's black artists that rap the same type of subject matter Eminem got, Hopsin in them. That's not for me. Now, I'm just being real with you. It's just not for me. Even Danny Brown them, that's just not for me. It's not something that I'm into personally. And it's nothing against those artists, just that content is just not appealing to me. And people are really upset at Gucci for saying this, but I know plenty of dudes that can vouch for that. Now, and vouch for the fact that people not really bumping, black people not bumping Eminem like that in the hood. They not. And they'll tell you that they are and try to go through this, but the people that are, one, you're really avid hip-hop fans, avid hip-hop listeners like myself, even though I don't listen to them like that, or you just really into the alternative type of music, or you identify with it, or you find something that you relate to in his music. And there are some things that you can pull from him that you can relate to. And I think that with most artists, there are some things you can kind of pull from and say, okay, that's cool. Not all artists. Everybody never been in the trap selling drugs. I never have, but I can relate to the struggle. And yeah, Eminem can rap about the struggle and stuff like that too. But it's just he loses me with that. Raping your mama and your girlfriend. Like, it's just no. Like, nah, not at all. And people saying, oh, we don't know who Gucci Mane is. We don't know you. First of all, stop it. Because Gucci Mane LaFleur had the streets of Chicago, Illinois on lock with the mixtapes was dropping. And I know somebody gonna come in, well, let us explain that Chicago is this and this violent there. And I'm like, no, listen. Hip-hop is hip-hop. If you vibe with it, you vibe with it. You can say Gucci not really hip-hop. He trap music, and that's fine. But he just made a point that he not sliding around listening to it. And he been speaking on something I've been speaking on for a long time. And I know it's going to be some people that are going to come and say, I'm black and I listen to Eminem. I'm not saying black people don't listen to Eminem's music. I'm not. I know it's plenty of black people that do. I know him personally. I know people that swear by him. I'm just saying most people in my surroundings that I grew up in just were not into it. And it was specifically for those reasons. But they won't come out and say what I say because they don't want to be attacked by Eminem stans, and they don't want to look like they don't want to look like they're just hating on him. And I'm not hating at all. At all. I can acknowledge he's one of the best lyricists we've ever seen. Like them battles in 8 Mile, I can recite those line for line. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed cleaning out my closet. I enjoyed Lose Yourself. I enjoyed his verse on Forever. Honestly, I did. But it's certain things that he lose me. Like Superman, I know. I can be your Superman, you slut, you cunt. I'm not like, and you can say black artists degrade women all the time with certain lyrics, but it's in a more clever and entertaining way to me than that. Then you slut, you cunt. Like, I know, no, that's, I'm sorry, dog. You got to keep that over there. Put that, no, not here. So I'm expecting, backlash, and because I know how Eminem's fans are so protective over him. And they don't want anybody to say anything bad about him. It's just we don't identify with the content. It has nothing to do with racism or being racist. The fact that we don't listen to it because we just don't like that Eminem is dominating the black culture. That's fine if you got your opinion. He not better than Jigga Man than me. And I'm just being like, I appreciate Jigga's content way more than his. And honestly, y'all gonna get mad at me again. I will put T.I. on any day of the week and appreciate his storytelling and lyricism more than Eminem's. And it just maybe it's the content, maybe it's the cadence, maybe it's the flow, maybe it's the things that I can identify with from Tip that I can't with Eminem. And it is what it is. But yeah, like, oh man, I thought like that's Superman too. Like I speaking of Superman, like, see, stuff like that, it wasn't clever to me. Like Tip can talk about maybe degrading. He can talk about some lyrics, talking about a woman and talking about her in ways that can seem degrading or something like that, but it's in a much more clever, in a more smoother way. It's more smooth tone to me. Like the cunt and all of that no. That's just not for me. So I understood where Gucci was coming from. And he's speaking facts. Most people in the hoods, they not bumping Eminem. And that girl go try to comment. She said she from Zone 4 or something like that. I'm not for sure. I'm not familiar with Atlanta. And she tried to say, well, nice try, sis. And I told her again, don't call me no sis. I'm a man. Don't address me like that. But I don't know. Maybe it's people in Atlanta. I don't know. But the people in the hood that's bumping Eminem, maybe it's people in Atlanta's hoods that bumping Eminem. But from my understanding, they be bumping Lil Baby and Gunna and all of that. And again, I'm diverse. I can listen to Lil Baby, Lil Durk, Gunna. I can listen to, and I can appreciate Nas, Outkast, Jadakiss, Styles P. I grew up on those type of artists who talked about their life experiences or talked about how they grew up, but I appreciated it more. I don't know. The content just was more relatable to me. I've never shot a gun and killed a man or sold drugs, but the struggle that they was talking about, the way they talked about it, the way they rose from nothing. I don't know, just the way that they told stories. They wasn't talking about raping their mamas and their aunties and cutting their throat and throwing their guts across the wall. And sometimes I think Eminem was had that Slim Shady persona, that shock value rap and how far left I can go with the type of stuff. It's not something that appealed to me, man. So it is what it is, man. I'm not mad at Gucci. I know the world hating him, but it is what it is. Peace.